All right, we want to take you back to the scene on the west side at the Walmart where two people have been taken to the hospital after a shooting. Let's go there live.
24 years old. There was also a 4-year-old child in the back seat. All the individuals in the small 4-door vehicle were unharmed. We're unsure what happened at this time, but we are investigating this. It's very preliminary information. We have detectives on scene who are trying to see if they can find any surveillance video that might have shown what happened between these two individuals.
Was the shooter a police officer?
We do have information that he was an off-duty officer.
Okay. Do you have any idea why he was shooting into them?
I don't have any information. All I know is that he did stay at the scene and he was transported over to homicide, and they are speaking with him now.
He's a police officer with SAPD?
No, he is not a SAPD officer. All I know is that he's an off-duty officer. I just don't know what jurisdiction.
The people who were involved came from the small gray car.
Correct.
And what does the little white car have to do with this?
So the individual in the white car, that's the witness that heard the gunshots. She was actually pulling into the parking lot when she heard the gunshots. When she pulled in, she observed the individual outside of his vehicle, which is that gray vehicle you see behind me. And I'm sorry, I don't know if it was a man or a woman, but they saw the suspect outside of his vehicle holding the individuals in the van at gunpoint.
Can you talk about the individuals that were shot, male, female ages?
So the driver is a Hispanic male in his, I believe he's 40. The front passenger was a Hispanic female, and she is 39 years of age.
How serious are their injuries?
At this time, I don't know. The driver was shot several times, so it's a good indication that he's probably in serious condition. But at this time, I don't have an update as to his injuries.
Is there any indication whether this was a road rage or whether this is personal?
We don't have any of that information. We are looking at all possibilities. At this time, it looks like it might have been a road rage, but I can't confirm that at this time.
And just to confirm, the child was found in the vehicle with the shooter?
Correct. The shooter, from what I understand, he shot while he was in his vehicle. The van pulled up next to him. He shot at the individuals in the van while he was still sitting in his vehicle. There was a 4-year-old child in the back seat, and there was a front passenger in that vehicle.
Did you find any weapons in the van?
I can't confirm that information right now. I'm not sure if they've gotten into that van yet. I do know they did recover the shooter's weapon. Like I said, he stayed at the location, he called police, and right now detectives are speaking with him at homicide.
What are the possible charges? I know you guys are still investigating, but as of now, what are the possible charges?
Right now, the aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, depending on this individual's condition, but right now it's 2 counts of ag assault with a deadly weapon.
And the child, have you guys confirmed if it's the child of the individual, the suspect?
I haven't confirmed that, but I do know a family member came to the location and picked up the 4-year-old child.
Do you know how many shots were fired?
I don't. I know it was several shots, but I can't give you an exact number.
This unfolded right here, not on the side of the frontage road?
No, it happened, from what I understand, it happened in the parking lot of Walmart, is where some kind of altercation occurred. As they were leaving the parking lot, right before they got onto the frontage road is when the shots were fired.
Were they following each other, or the shooting?
It looks like the shooting happened right behind me. There seems to have been some kind of altercation. I don't know if it was a verbal altercation in the parking lot in the front of Walmart, but as they were leaving, that's when the shots were fired.
Do you have any video from Walmart that shows that altercation that might give you some clues?
Right now, I don't know what information they have. I do know that they were working with Walmart to see if they did have surveillance of anything that occurred right before the shooting. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we missed the very beginning of that, so I am not sure whether the driver and his passenger were the two people being sent to the hospital. But apparently there was possibly a road rage incident in the parking lot of Walmart. People in a van, a man and a woman and a 4-year-old child were in a minivan, and then another car. They had a confrontation. Shots were fired into the minivan. There are at least 4 bullet holes there. The child was not hurt. 2 people were sent to the hospital. An off-duty police officer is now being interviewed. I'm not sure of what his relationship is. Jack, do you know, was he the shooter?
We're just getting this in. An off-duty police officer shot 2 people in a nearby car. They aren't saying how it developed.
Okay, it was an off-duty police officer is accused of shooting 2 people in that minivan. So it was the woman and man that went to the hospital, and the off-duty police officer stayed on the scene, and he is now being interviewed.